Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shay and today I'm gonna be showing you my typical eyebrow routine. Now I'm just gonna put a disclaimer out there if you're watching this thinking this is gonna be one of those videos where I like shave off part of my brow and then like marker it in and then pencil and then shade and blend and all these crazy things. I'm not about that. I'm all about working with your natural shape and the natural look of your brow. So basically I'm gonna show you how I get what I have right now, which are nice filled in brows, shaped brows, but they're not crazy and they don't look fake. You get what I mean? Now, if you don't have naturally thick brows, don't worry. I've been there. I have had phases of my life where I have over tweezed my brows and looked crazy and they had like super intense arches. And thankfully they grew back. But yeah, over the years, I've just gotten tired of like getting them waxed, getting them threaded. It just became a hassle, it became expensive. So I decided to take my eyebrow grooming into my own hands and just do it myself. I feel like I'm the happiest that I've been with how my brows have looked. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I do on a weekly basis, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope these tips are really helpful to you. And of course, if you have any questions about my methods or what I'm doing, then feel free to post them in the comments below. Before we get started though, if you haven't yet, please take a second to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link somewhere here in the lower section of the screen, of your screen, my screen, whatever. Click on the link and subscribe just so that you can be among the first to know when I have a new video, which is typically every Monday. Okay, first of all, we need to talk about the around the eyebrow area. I tend to be a little hairy. I think it's the Jewish side of me. And so I will get hair all up here, like all around here. And I don't like it. So I have this little razor. It's called a feather flamingo. I don't know. I got it at like Sally's, or I might have even gotten this at Target actually. I will use this around my brows. I actually did it yesterday, so I don't really need to do it right now, but I'll just kind of show you guys what I do. And I brush the hair down like this, and then I just take this all around, and you can see how like clean that edge is right there. That's because I literally just did this the other day. So just take it down and you kind of groom around the brow, and I hold my hairs down and I groom it like that. I also use this to clean up my little unibrow area, this little section. And I maybe use this like once a week, if that. Once I have razored the brows, then I go in and trim the brows. In order to trim the brows, you're gonna need a little brush similar to this, and then some little scissors. So what I do when I'm trimming them is I take the hair and I brush it up, and then see all those little hairs sticking up? That's what I cut off. So brushing it up. It's really hard to do this in the camera. And then it gets a little trickier on the side. But this is just to get those like stray long hairs that kind of stick out. There we go. And usually when my brows are like really overgrown, when I brush up right here, there's like, you'll see all kinds of craziness, but right now they're pretty good. Perfect, so now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. I should have waited until my brows were like super overgrown to do this, but I've had so many requests for this tutorial, so I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it now. Okay, so now we have them trimmed, we have them groomed around the edges. Next, we are going to go in with our tweezers and tweak any of those little stray hairs that we might have missed. This is where I especially like to get the hairs around the ends, get all those pieces like right under here as well. Okay, so now we've razored them, we've tweezed them, we've trimmed them. Now it's time to fill them in. My favorite go-to when it comes to filling in my brows is the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Wiz crayon in caramel. I love it because it has the little brush on one end to kind of comb it. I also use this to blend, and then it also has this really precise tip, so you can actually like draw on little baby hairs. It makes it look super natural. But if you don't want to splurge and spend the money on an Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, crayon, whatever, ColourPop also has these really amazing brow pencils, which basically do the same thing. They come in every color that you could possibly want. And I just got this in the mail and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I'm actually this third one right here. What color is that? Dope Taupe. So yeah, just a more affordable option if you don't want to splurge. I do really like the Anastasia Beverly Hills color though, because it's a little bit cooler toned, which I like when it comes to my brows. I will first begin by just drawing a line at the base of my brow. A little trick when you're applying this, do not go overboard and press really hard as you're applying the pencil. You want to go nice and lightly to give it a softer look. We don't want any crazy lines. Okay, so you guys now see I've only done this bottom line right here. Now I'm gonna go in, do the same thing, but just even lighter. I'm gonna press down even lighter, and I'm gonna do the top portion, but I'm not gonna go all the way to the center. I'm also gonna fill in the brow a little bit over here. Now to soften the whole look, I'm gonna use the other end of the pencil, and I'm gonna use that to literally brush up. Just brush the brow up, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna take that line of brow pencil and soften it and make it blend in with my brow hairs. Now, if there's any other areas that you feel like look a little bit sparse after that, you can go back in and just hit those spots. I always tend to be a little bit more sparse right here, so I'm gonna go back in and add a little more. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Now I'm just going in and trying to even them out. Okay, so we're basically done. Now I just like to clean it up and finish off the look with a little bit of concealer. This kind of helps to just define the brow shape a little more. This gives it a nice and crisp look. Perfect. And there you have naturally but nicely filled in brows. That is my typical eyebrow routine. I hope this was helpful to you. As I said, I'm all about a very natural eyebrow look, a natural shape. So really just go with what works for your face. Don't try and over tweeze. Don't try and create a shape that's not there, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. And of course, if you have any requests for videos that you'd like to see, leave them in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will talk to you guys soon.